Prior to 9/11, terrorism was always somebody else's problem. And we didn't see it so much as a local problem, it was a global problem. Certainly if you look at the history of New York City, there had been acts of terrorism over the years from the 20s and sabotage during World War II, but they were different. They certainly weren't on the scale of this. So we knew that we had to do more to keep our city safe. Not saying that our federal partners weren't doing it, but more needed to be done, and we needed to do it here at the local level. We recruited and brought in a bunch of speakers of foreign languages, and we have that ability in the police department. We have people who speak probably every language that there is working for us here, which is something that not many other agencies have. We needed to better understand different customs and traditions of the different ethnic groups that make up New York City. And then we needed to increase our capability to respond to an event should it happen. With our, obviously our primary focus is preventing an attack before it occurs, but if it occurs, how do we respond? We stationed detectives in more than a dozen cities around the world, working with partner agencies there. And we believe that what we get from them absolutely keeps us safer. For example, after the London metro bombings, London being 5 hours ahead of us, their rush hour is 5 hours before ours. So we actually have a detective on the scene giving us real-time information as to the types of devices used and how they were triggered and the method by which they were planted 5 hours before our rush hour occurs. And we're able to now ramp up our coverage so that by the time rush hour hits in New York, we are prepared for that should this be a more coordinated series of attacks. On Staten Island, like everywhere else, we're not immune from the threat. We have a number of locations that would be considered soft targets, and we have to take measures to protect them. All of our officers get a certain level of counterterrorism training, which didn't occur prior to 9/11. Right. And then we have officers that receive more extensive training than that. So we have about 150 officers here in Staten Island that have received counterterrorism officer trainings. So that when we do have large events, the marathon, the half marathon, our parades, that we have a cadre of officers that we can deploy for those events, but also these officers are out there on patrol every day. This is not their full-time thing. They're patrol officers, and they bring those skill sets with them every day.